Is long COVID a serious disease?
So, as you'd expect me to say, I think it's a terribly serious disease, and maybe we'll continue talking about long COVID long after our kind of short memories have forgotten about the terrors of those first few years of the pandemic and lockdown, because it's terribly hard to count long COVID cases for all the obvious reasons, because we're bad at counting them, we're bad at diagnosing them, we don't necessarily have the will nationally and internationally to count them. We don't have enough doctors' appointments to meet face to face to diagnose them. All of the obvious. But you know, we can make some good guesses, can't we? So if we say that certainly from the kind of pre-vaccination era of acute COVID attacks, so if you like, the original first wave in 2020 and then the alpha wave on planet Earth, if we say that about 10% of all of those cases statistically likely have or had long COVID, so that's well, you're probably at that stage already up to over 100 million cases on planet Earth.
Mm.
And then people imagine that maybe long COVID should have gone away once we went into the era where people were vaccinated, or if they did get breakthrough infections, they were from so-called milder variants like Omicron. And sure, the risk has gone down. So now I tend, instead of thinking about 10% of all cases, to think about maybe 4% of all cases. But it's 4% of a very, very, very large number, yeah?
Mm.
So still an awful lot. So if I talk about the sort of data in the UK for which we have certainty, we're pretty sure that of the 1.9 million cases that we carry in the UK, so 3% of the workforce, about 700,000 of those cases were accrued during the so-called mild post-vaccination Omicron wave. Um,
Wow.
so, so that's kind of by way of saying it's still a risk, it's still destroying lives, it's still with us.